United States and it's dark says Joe. Teach your kids on the low. Gotta get together to an instant at any mode. Gotta mix it up, fight back, battle to the max. Throw my leg down, cause you ain't black. You know the thing, your son smokes crack. Or maybe Parmesan, he be getting all the cheese. Ain't no OVP, be down on the knees. Arrest out chief for killing puppies.
Who willing to fight for the future? And willing to fight for their rights and their life and their family.
My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. There would have been no Kanye West.
Okay, not your life, not your body, not your choice, ayy, ayy. Not your life, not your body, not your choice, ayy, ayy. That's a baby, that's a child, that's a voice, ayy, ayy. Not your choice, not your choice, not your choice, okay? I am not your choice, I promise you that if you wanna end me, you gon' have to pull up with the strap. I know you got that envy, nor them thinks that you can have a baby, then just end it quickly. But I know that baby got a soul. Do you got one though? You on TikTok thinking you a savage, but you really not. You on Snapchat showing off your body, thinking that you hot, but when you get that baby bump, you gon' look around all stumped, begging mommy for some help. Baby daddy ain't in sight. She'll just take you to the clinic, then the doctor gets the knife. If all abortions all just health, go why are we losing the light? And if the daddy wanna keep it, why don't he get to decide? That's your seed, your creation, your responsibility. And not your life, not your body, not your choice, ay, ay. Not your life, not your body, not your choice, ay, ay. That's a baby, that's a child, that's a voice, ay, ay. Not your choice, not your choice, not your choice, yeah. Not your life, not your body, not your choice, ay, ay. Not your life, not your body, not your choice, ay, ay. That's a baby, that's a child, that's a voice, ay, ay. Not your choice, not your choice, not your choice, okay? Black culture has been manipulated to see us as emotionally unstable in comparison to every other race. And that if you're speaking this way, you can't do that. That makes you not black anymore. We talking white, they all say we talking white. What we say be offending them, that's why they start to cap it, right? Talking white, they all say we talking white. They can take straight black men speaking truth, yeah, they be hating, right?
Talking white, they all say we talking white. They tried to take my black card, but the truth is I am black as night. Talking white, they all say we talking white. They be hating cause I'm not a liberal, I be leaning right.
Talking white, I'm talking white, stop saying it is stupid. You think that you so not racist, but you hating on my music. Just because I am a black man speaking out in an old fashion, using facts and logic with some reason. To white liberals, that'll teach them what they doing. Call me white, that's retarded, yeah you right. Saying be a limb but not for David Dorn, that's alright. Retired cop or referee thinker, it don't make no difference. If you not their side and with them, then you nothing but a victim. You can't pull yourself up by the bootstraps cause the judges will convict them. Man, you'll never get your freedom, Biden wrote the bill, ay. You think that we needin' fathers, now you gotta chill, ay. And you don't like me speaking out, sorry but I will. We talking white, they all say we talking white. What we say be offending them, that's why they start to cap it, right? Talking white, they all say we talking white. They can't take straight black men speaking truth, yeah they be hating, right?
Talking white, they all say we talking white. They tried to take my black card, but the truth is I am black as night. Talking white, they all say we talking white. They be hating cause I'm not a liberal, I be leaning right. Talking white like Walter, I'm talking white like Jack. I enunciate my words and make them have heart attack. I'm talking white like computer paper, white like a rutabaga, whiter than all my neighbors. Satan my biggest hater. I don't listen to they white noise, it don't make no sense like IRS taking all my coins. Yeah, they call me a white boy, cause I told them that we not oppressed, we is alright, boy. Yeah. Like Larry Elder, they call me a white supremacist. All these liberals acting like I am they nemesis. I just think the donkey ain't as good as elephant, and I got facts to back it up, I'm with the evidence.
Yeah, we talking white, they all say we talking white. What we say be offending them, that's why they start to cap it, right? Talking white, they all say we talking white. They can't take straight black men speaking truth, yeah they be hating, right?
Talking white, they all say we talking white. They tried to take my black card, but the truth is I am black as night. Talking white, they all say we talking white. They be hating cause I'm not a liberal, I be leaning right.
But that's the BS.
Make a special appeal to social media companies and media outlets. Please deal with the misinformation and disinformation that's on your shows. It has to stop.
Sits in me, sense of me. You will never stop the free, thinking that's gon' shut you down. Post the truth, then go to town. Sense of me, kick me off of every platform. I'll just go to get a gab and rumble, now you can't stop me. I think we all see it, but cannot believe it. The glint in our eyes as we look at the sky to see that it's falling and people are calling. I think we all know that the end is nigh, but how can it be? The people is me. I posted a tweet and it got deleted. Don't look at me like I'm conceited. If you conceded, then tell me why you stuck on the YouTube, then on the Facebook, calling it meta. We fed it the cheese, I mean fed it with cheese. They wanna release all of your data to screw up your piece. They censor me, then take liberty. Don't even let me post up with the need. Album to blast, they gonna ban that. Take it off Genius, you can't even read. The lyrics of Brandon who lighten the cannon to bring us all down. Paint the whole town. Blue got a clue of what they gon' do. They hate all of you, standing for freedom. You post and you tweet them, or maybe you geet them. All getting on Gab, Video Odyssey, also on Rumble. Fumble they pass, take them to class. Can you do that? Say that you won't wear a mask, then YouTube will be scared of you. And if you pass on the vaccine, sorry, but we can't hear you. And sorry, we don't make the rules, but you can start another one. Make your own platform, cause your days here on Big Tech are done. Sense of me, you will never stop the free, thinking that's gon' shut you down. Post the truth, then go to town. Sense of me, kick me off of every platform. I'll just go to get a gab and rumble, now you can't stop me. Patriots pulling up, ain't gonna stop. Hide if you want, cause it's ready or not. We the whole gang and we up on your block. Got the red dot on you, now take the shot. 2-8 don't face me, now I got my slide. We hunting down snakes, we aim for the hide. Try to judge me, I don't care what you say, cause the people are here and we win either way. Hey yo, shout out to the truckers who be honking on the road, blocking off the bridge even when the weather's cold. Missing out on money, but to them it do not matter. Fighting for their freedom is the reason that they gather. All over the world, anywhere that you can fathom. Ottawa to Paris, no they are not terrorists. Canberra to Vienna, run up a comparison. Trudeau can't stand them, then he try to ban them. Call up an emergency and do it with some urgency, and call up the city police to take away the liberties. But the numbers going strong, you know we never stand alone. We taking back a rest, you better take the story on your phone. Then we go to States, put the stick up on my plane. Ain't gonna show a vax for it, you don't wanna ask for it. Then I'll call the truckers and we call it 18-wheeler force. Block it now and no remorse. Australia to hit the source, they calling for the power so that they can come to take your body, your life, to end your mortal strife. Take away the guns, then take away the funds. Hacking at the fundraisers so we know the hell awaits. And really think they're gonna stop it, but they'll never make a profit. No more water in the faucet, cause the workers don't deposit for the timers doing violence. Rebels got it moving silence, till it's time to make it loud. On the streets and in the cloud, get banned, stand up, you know we gotta man up. I ain't gonna little timer try to lock us up. Say we gotta wear a mask while they party in the club. Vax that thing up, or I cannot buy us up. Think the politicians forgetting who paid the pay stub. It's only been a couple years, you know that we are fed up. Truck Trudeau in the same gun for Joe. And if you try to lock me down again, then I'ma let it blow. If you try to push the vaccine, I'ma say no. If you think that you're safe, we better run up in your place. We done with the games, we done with the snakes. You better be scared, we'll do what it takes. Patriots pulling up, ain't gonna stop. Hide if you want, cause it's ready or not. We the whole gang and we up on your block. Got the red dot on you, now take the shot.
I won't take the vax, no. Fauci is a backhole. Why you even rap, bro? If you ain't spitting facts, though. Fire like the Bascos. I'll check the swag, bro. Don't trust anyone on news and a lab coat bars. Why they always grifting for the black votes? TikTok pop star, swear it's all an act, bro. Now they want the truckers in the prison cause they mad, so I'ma make a song that made their next turn. Lassos. Call me rap cowboy. Even as a little DC, I was a loud boy. Spitting racist jokes in the class like a proud boy. Okay, who you kidding? I'm a Gavin this McGinnis when I'm rapping like a tabloid. 9/11 inside job. Michelle's got a real big schlong. Probably like 10-inch long. They probably wanna end this song, but we ain't gonna end this song. No, McDonald's fries kill more people than Corona did. Masked up class suffocating all the COVID kids. Let me take a breath. They're praying on the death. I blame it on the left. Daking who you rep. Jesus Christ is the set. I can see that they upset. Gays go to hell. Why? Cause they have anal sex, that's why. Faggot.
Patriots pulling up, ain't gonna stop. Hide if you want, cause it's ready or not. We the whole gang and we up on your block. Got the red dot on you, now take the shot. Stay awake, not woke, I'm tuned in. Your point of view too far, need to zoom in. Ain't got no facts, you assuming. About to call them blue, the way you be cluing. Stay awake, not woke, I'm tuned in. Your point of view too far, need to zoom in. Ain't got no facts, you assuming. About to call them blue, the way you be cluing. Have we had enough don't you tell me the opposite, like I don't have a consciousness, like I'm stuck in the matrix and my brain's up for the taking, but we don't do that. I know my facts. They say that he was elected, but where the stats at? They say that jab the only way to get your life back, but if you have a heart attack, then they will go to hide that. Look at the FDA acting like KKK, trying to run all our lives like we they brand new slaves. Lose the job, bent from plain segregation, all the same. They call themselves progressives, but they taking us all back again. Bring the world to darkness and sacrifice the children. Then when it's said and done, then you will never live with hope again. I say that we break the chains, we can't leave the world the same. Make love real again. As we fly above the truth, I ask of God, am I with you? I walk the path, go to the line, but still I feel that.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages from all across the world. You are now tuned into your favorite twice weekly source for news, entertainment, politics. You ask of it, I deliver of it to you guys here on a multitude of platforms, as we do twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays at 3. Although, according to YouTube, we're just not live at all. So, if you're here watching me, which it looks like it's just Aaron Behringer right now on YouTube, then congratulations to you. If you're not currently able to see me, then I encourage you to fix that. I don't know how you can see me but hear me, not see me but hear me, but either way, we're going to go through the show as normal. I'm always recording these, so we're going to just write these down, record this, and then throw it out there to the sharks later on. Shout out to my folks over on Rumble and my folks here on Gitter as well. You guys mean the absolute world to me, and I'm on these platforms so that I cannot get censored. So if you're on Gitter, send me a hey in the chat. Nice to see you. If you're on Rumble, smash that Rumble button and let me know in the comments that you can see me here. But we're just going to go in and jump through it. Aaron says, I went to the channel and joined through that. That's really great. Thank you so much, Aaron. I guess you'll be the peanut gallery for today. You get the unilateral one-party voice vote type of thing going on here. So you get to see and decide what people decide as what's their on-screen comments. So either way, let's just jump into the show for today and ignore the fact that YouTube is trying to kill me. 22-year-old pro-life Spider-Man describes the fact that he scaled to the top of California's tallest tower. Now, we saw this story trending yesterday on Twitter, and we just thought, oh, it's just a thing, whatever. I didn't know that it was anything about a pro-life Spider-Man. I just thought it was a crazy person climbing a tower. That's what I saw. I saw it on TikTok, and I saw it on Twitter. I was like, oh, this is just weird. People are just being weird. But it turns out it's actually a pro-life Spider-Man who did it as part of a protest against Roe v. Wade and in support of the overturning of such a thing. Let's jump into this. A 22-year-old, let's zoom in a little more, who calls himself the pro-life Spider-Man, was arrested Tuesday after free climbing to the top of Salesforce Tower, which is the tallest skyscraper in California, with hopes to raise money for anti-abortion charities. At any point did you regret doing it? Asked Stephanie Sierra. No, it was fun, DeChamps said. I'd do it again. Oh my gosh. The college student scaled these 1,070-foot building while periodically stopping to use his phone to post videos to social media. He told ABC7 he's been planning to climb for a month using Google Maps to assess the building. The champs arrived at SFO early Tuesday morning from Las Vegas, where he's currently enrolled as a senior at University of Nevada, Las Vegas. As soon as he got in, he said he took an Uber straight to Salesforce and began climbing around 9 a.m. Were you scared? Sia asked. No, I cut my feet, which means bringing your feet off the wall, and I hung one hand to show off a little bit, I wanted to post a video so they would get out while I was in jail. Aaron says, absolute mad lad. So true. Aaron, how old are you? I'm starting to wonder now, because, not a lot of older people use the term mad lad, so now I'm curious. Unless you're Australian, then that's kind of leads, Australian or British, and that kind of leads more to that, but mad lad is a pretty young American term, so I'm wondering, are you low 20s, maybe early 30s? I know there's some early 30s that are rather hip. Let me know in the chat. I'm actually curious. I want to learn a little bit more about you, Aaron Behringer, on the few times you're not insulting me for my various vocal slip-ups, like the Chandler belief, where the dress code is, of course, business casual. Anyways, let's jump back into the story. The anti-abortion activist says he did the climb with hopes to raise $1 million to support anti-abortion charities and save lives. It's unclear how much money has been raised. These doctors are literally killing these babies on the table and leaving them out to die. We're not trying to yell at women who want to have an abortion. We don't want to blame them. We just want to let them know there are other options, which has been the Okay, he says 26. Thank you, Aaron. I was really curious about that. He says we want to let them know that there are other options, which has been the consistent message from all these pro-life people I have ever heard from. They aren't most of the time they aren't directly going after the woman. You know, sometimes they'll throw an insulting word, which is something that you do to somebody who is submitting themselves and submitting the life within them to not having a life, to murder. But in most cases I've heard of, it's simply, I want something better for your child. I want something better for you. Abortion is harmful to a mother as well. You get postpartum, it's more likely you get postpartum. You can be physically damaged by a botched abortion, which is more common in illegal backroom abortions, which is the main reason they push for legal and quote-unquote safe and rare, although neither rare nor, I guess I can't say not safe, but more often than not, there are damages that can come from it, which is just the entire point of people pushing either for safe abortions, which is just not what it is because somebody is dying, or adoption, other options, as DeChamp is pushing for, which is just the most perfect last name for this guy, DeChamp. Or maybe it's Deschamp or Deschamp. I don't know, but I'm going to just call him DeChamp, because I think that's the closest way you pronounce it. I'll have to look it up. Maybe they say on the interview, but DeChamp is just so cool. Such a cool last name. DeChamps told ABC7 the only thing that went wrong was that he got thirsty and tired towards the end of the climb. According to his website, DeChamp's other goal is to get a Washington, D.C.-based obstetrician-gynecologist, Dr. Cesare Santangelo, put in jail for performing abortions. I don't have any regrets. We are sending a message. Last year, DeChamps climbed Araya Hotel in Las Vegas to protest COVID restrictions. He was arrested then too, but he says the charges were dropped. Well, it appears pro-life Spider-Man has inspired quite a lot of people to get out there and make their voices heard, including protesters that came together in Washington, D.C. to protest against Santangelo. Now, of course, I don't know if these are directly connected to this, but it just so happened to be happening a little bit after the climbing of the tower just yesterday. Here are people in D.C. today with Santangelo's face on signs, poor babies, leftist, feminist, atheist, but pro-life. That is, pro-life feminist, as you can see their shirt says. Let's take a listen to this.
Mayor Muriel Bowser even has described abortions legislation as a human rights issue that is not up for debate. Unfortunately, Washington, D.C. has embraced this radical abortion agenda. D.C. had a long history of hostility towards life. The jurisdiction has deemed abortion as a human right and legally enshrined an unqualified right of every individual to have an abortion.
And I don't want to show this video for so much longer because those images are obviously shocking and disturbing to most people. I'll just play the audio for you guys.
Under D.C. law, abortion is legal throughout pregnancy with virtually no protections for mothers or unborn children. D.C. government officials have blatantly supported abortion extremism. Americans United for Life recently filed a friend of the court brief in the case Frederick Douglass Foundation versus District of Columbia.
So obviously they're just talking about the various abortion laws and rules and things of that nature. I'm a little distraught because I'm looking at this image here of those children, which is just sad. But it gets even deeper because actually some of the anti-abortion activists entered the building with the abortion clinic in it and distributed flyers offering a money reward to staff to testify against Santangelo, one of the service providers at the clinic that it's been protest against. So here they are. Of course, they'll probably call it an insurrection, but I guess we call anything that these days. People pulling up in the building, in the elevator.
Okay, so we're gonna walk into Santangelo's clinic hopefully right now and talk to the staff and let them know, you know, we're offering a reward and their voices matter. Let's see what happens. Sorry, your voice really matters. Anyone who has seen a baby born alive or has witnessed a partial birth abortion is really, really important right now. Gosnell, he was held accountable because people came forward.
I don't mean to cut you off, I understand, but we have nothing to do with that.
If you can give these to some of the other people.
Please, because Gosnell was brought down because of people like this who saw something and they said something. So if you know any of these people, this is the Gosnell of DC right behind those doors right there, and we need to stand up and do something about it.
They can help.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. All right, so I did get to speak to a staff member. That's awesome. She took the handouts that we had. They have a lot of information in there about
Fast forward a little bit, you can see police officers.
Authorities, and they may also be collaborators in that crime. So there are a lot of things that all of these workers need to consider.
The victims of...
So it's another one here. It looks like they're just going to be talking. And there you can see a $25,000 reward to any staffer of Santangelo who will testify under oath as to the crimes he has committed. So that's big right there. They've got big money behind this. A lot of people care. You know, the overturning of Roe v. Wade has lit a fire in the pro-life movement, but also in the pro-choice movement. And as you can see, there's some people protesting against the protesters here in D.C. You know, I pointed this out on Crump Live last night, which if you guys don't know is our show every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8. We'll have that. We had that yesterday. We'll have it again tomorrow at 8. Don't miss out on that. But I pointed this out. A lot of these abortion activists, which are, of course, very young women, college age, some of them barely over high school age. I think this is a man right here. I'm not supposed to assume genders, but I mean, what else can you do? It's not like people walk around with their pronouns written on their face, and if they did, I would just disrespect them. But a lot of them have masks on. This girl's even got AirPods in her ear because she's obviously not plugged into what's happening. She's listening to some Taylor Swift or something. But mask, well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a chin guard for her. 5, 6, chin guard as well. 7, 8. I think that's one right there. No, it's not. 9. Is that a chin guard as well? So almost 10. Almost 10 masks around here in this building. Did I count her? She has one in her hand. I think I counted her, so that might make 10 right there if I didn't count her. Yeah, abortion really is. I mean, by the definition. Aaron says chin guard. So true. We have some folks over on Gitter. Patriot Shelley says, love you, Chandler. Thank you for your show and truth. I'm happy to be here. We're working very hard on getting the truth out there. It's not the easiest thing to do, but we're working very hard with the YouTube against us. As you can see across the street, although it looks like they pull up.
Shut this clinic. Shut down this clinic where Cesare Santangelo kills these babies for profit. He's not doing this out of the goodness of his heart. He is making money.
This is about as pro-life as you can get in Washington, D.C. I mean, I'm not gonna insult this person, but if I looked at him, I would assume this person would be on the other side of the road. So, you know what? Props for breaking the stereotypes here.
Making a fucking killing.
Alright, well.
Killing these babies.
Yeah.
Stand by. If you are pro-choice, is that... Look.
I mean, once again, right here. I mean, they're carrying the image. I don't want to have that image on the screen for too long, but I mean, just take a look at the person. You can see, like, this is the person you would obviously, in any other part of the country, would assume would be like a, pro-choice activist, like we saw doing the screaming yesterday. I'll pull that back up in case you guys didn't see it. It was absolutely hilarious. Hold on, where is it? Right, I think it was this one in Foley Square. It was just the people that were gathered together screaming. This is in New York, by the way. As you can see, the primal scream station is in full effect. They are fully out there getting the things done and doing what they need to do. Obviously, this has become a big ticket issue, but it's divisive enough that even those that, physiognomically speaking, you just assume are they on the other side. You would assume they'd be on the street protesting for the choice. So obviously this is a big thing. A lot of people are very heavily involved, and actually Bigo, or Brendan Gutenschwager, is on the scene and he's taking a look at this. So let's just take a quick dash through what he's recently posted. So here's from about an hour ago. Obviously we've already reviewed this, but they've also got protests happening right now in Washington, D.C. in front of the Supreme Court. Capitol Police are having to gather together and stand in a line, which is more so they're just defending against the two sides, which I've seen this before in person when they have to divide the two sides because, well, it's two sides. But take a look at this. Wow. Right. See? This is how you can tell this is big. LGBT plus Democrat standing for life. Come on, guys. Come on. This is... Somebody stop pulling my leg. This can't be real. And it clearly looks like there's a lot more pro-choicers that are on this side. You know, my body, my choice. And, of course, you can always count the masks. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very far away, but I'm counting 4, and I'm sure there's dozens more I'm just not even seeing. Oh, there we go. So there's a lot more pro-choicers out on the streets right now than others. But obviously, there's a couple pro-lifers as well. Which is great, really great, as you can see here on the left side of the screen. It's a thinner crowd, but the fact that there even is a crowd in deep blue craziness Washington, D.C. is saying more than enough that needs to be said, clearly. It's funny. Now let's check even deeper, because I'm sure there's more from Bigo, or Brandon Gutenschwager. Our rights are not up for debate. Chances abortion rights activists to continue demonstrations outside the Supreme Court. It is funny. They've got a great chant going on here. Well, let's see what let's see what this kind young lady, who I'm sure is very happy, has to say. I think I've met some of these people. Yeah, the PAAU. I think I remember meeting the Progressive Anti-Abortion Union. I think I met them at the March for Life earlier this year, actually. Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising? I think that's what that is. Yeah, I believe I met some of these people just a few months ago. So, yeah, I remember I met this group in Washington, D.C. at the March for Life in earlier this year. I think it was in January. Great people that are, you know, standing against abortion. We disagree on basically everything else, but as you can tell, these are some great people. So it really shows you that it's not really cut and dry. And then you've got this lady here. So obviously, this is a big issue. Let's see what else here. Abortion is oppression, chants from anti-abortion activists outside the Supreme Court. Oh. Not just, is this the pro-life side here? No, it's the pro-choice side. Okay. They've got like a dueling rhythm here, because one is like, abortion is oppression, and the other is, our rights are not up for debate. Both are pretty good. Honestly, if rhythmically speaking, I have to give it for our rights are not up for debate. It's got a great rhythmic style there, because it's like a da 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 da. Meanwhile, just the abortion is it's monotone. It's one rhythm. Let's see what else here. 2 demonstrators dressed in Proud Boy colors who stated they had never heard of them showed up with a help a brother out trying to get Roe v. paid.
It means this is what it's going to come down to, because Roe v. Wade's being flipped, and that's a good thing. Pro-life Christians, we're here to troll.
I'm sure these are just LARPers, honestly. There's a lot of people who are there to spread misinformation, and that's what's gonna happen a lot. We've got a ton more stories for you guys, and by a ton I just mean one, but this one is kind of funny. We're gonna jump into that in a minute after a few messages from our sponsors. Hey freethinkers, Chandler here, and welcome to the brand new one-of-a-kind commercial break. Here on the Chandler Crump channel, we pride ourselves on straight-talking nature, adherence to facts, resistance to media programming, and a loyalty to the red, white, and blue. Above all, we bring it to you in a cheerful nature, to package all the bad news and or occasional good news in a way that'll make you smile while you cry. Whether that crying be from laughter or sadness is up to you. Anyhow, through these efforts, I have come under fire from YouTube, Twitter, and the rest of the big tech giants alike. It is through these attacks that we've had to work even harder in order to persevere and continue to deliver the message. It is through this that I come to you humble viewers with a request. I know I've said it before countless times, and I probably will countless times more. This show is funded and supported independently by viewers like you. $1 or $100, one time or once a month. Everything goes towards supporting our ability to bring this show to you. These live shows are what I consider to be my job, and I only get paid on tips around here. So if you think I've done a good job or want to encourage me to do even better, then check out the description of this video and go to donorbox.org/support-Chandler. This is our donation processor and the one-stop shop to support all things Chandler. A donation here allows you to send support as well as a message. During live shows, I read your message out loud, and if it's a question, do my best to answer. If you choose to, you can even have your name appear on stream to flaunt that you support our show. This is of course the illustrious Hall of Heroes bar above me. Another path to the Hall of Heroes is of course Cash App. My Cash App code is $ChandlerCR and is visible on every one of my streams. It works the exact same as DonorBox. However, if you wish to remain anonymous, leave a note in your donation stating your anonymity. DonorBox or Cash App aren't the only ways to support me, of course. You can join our Locals community as well. Locals is a platform that allows you to financially support your favorite creators on a one-time or monthly basis, as well as interact with others who have done the same. In this community, you can even gain access to exclusive content, early sneak peeks at music, and much, much more. Whatever you choose to do in regards to supporting me, I appreciate it 1000%. Thank you guys so much. Now, let's get back to the show. Joe Biden.
And you ain't black. Go, you know the thing.
He is an interesting fellow. And today, he said some interesting words. And I'm gonna play these words for you, and you guys just gotta tell me what you think. Biden insults tens of millions of Americans. This MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history. Really.
Because this MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history, in recent American history. Because this MAGA crowd...
Obviously, he's not answering questions about that asinine statement, considering in the United States we have had literal communists, we still do, but an actual communist party, we have had a neo-Nazi party, and we have had a KKK, of which Biden had eulogized one of its leaders. He's got ties to the real most extreme organizations, political organizations in American history, and yet he's deeming the Trump wing, the MAGA party, as the real extremists? Now, I can understand on some issues how they could potentially call us extremists, especially with the way they've dragged the window so far left that they are extreme, and by comparison, we are extreme looking at them, despite the fact that we have not moved an inch since 2008. And in fact, if any direction, we ourselves have moved left as well to be pretty much where independents were in 2008. And independents haven't moved all that much either, which is why a lot of independents are starting to lean more right, like Tim Pool and, Elon Musk. As much as they condemn the idea of being right-wing, their issues now fall at the same wing as ours, which is a failure on their part and our part, but most prominently on the left's part. Although, I guess to them it's actually more of a victory, because they've pulled the Overton window so far left that anything else is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And apparently Joe Biden just doesn't see it that way. Because it's the MAGA crowd, it's the MAGA party that are the true racists, extremists, and villains, not the people that would ride on horses to houses of potential black voters and light crosses on fire in their lawns and tar and feather them and bully them away from the voting booth and institute various ways of which to not allow them to vote. Because it wasn't just the KKK doing this, it was the Democrat Party that had direct ties to disenfranchisement of the black voter, and is now having direct ties to the dismemberment of black babies in the womb. Because the Democrat Party is responsible for fielding tens of thousands, of hundreds of thousands, and millions of dollars to Planned Parenthood, which is an organization for the express purpose of the dismemberment and the disembowelment of these children. As Christian AA so aptly puts it in the chat, I guess black babies are not included in Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives Matter also fields money towards Planned Parenthood, and also fields money towards Patrisse Cullors and other co-founders getting $1 million mansions in Beverly Hills, as far away from other black families as possible. But apparently it's the MAGA crowd that is extreme. Or as he would say it, the ultra-MAGA agenda. As we reach our final story for the afternoon, he sharpens his message for the midterms, which I'm sure is going to go so very well for him.
Stop the cap!
President Joe Biden on Wednesday sharpened the contrast between his policies and what he derided as an ultra-MAGA agenda on the right as he looks to hone his midterm message heading into a high-stakes campaign season. The president zeroed in on an economic plan that put forward by the leader of the Senate Republicans campaign arm, Rick Scott of Florida, which Biden says would extreme and would raise taxes on millions of working-class American families. Scott's plan, which has been rebuked by Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell, included many Trumpian proposals and calls for completing a border wall and naming it after Donald Trump. It's a MAGA agenda, all right. Let me tell you about this ultra-MAGA agenda. It's extreme as most MAGA things are. Make America Great Again slogan. With the control of Congress at stake this fall, and many Democrats nervous about sky-high inflation and the president's low approval ratings, Biden has shifted his posture, is increasingly going on the offensive against Republicans as he tries to draw a clear distinction between the parties for voters. Under this new plan, this tax plan, the ultra-mega agenda, while big corporations and billionaires are going to pay nothing more, the working class folk will pay a hell of a lot more, he says. The president then said, there's no reason why a billionaire should be paying a lower tax rate than a teacher or firefighter. That's in sharp contrast to what today's Republican Party is offering. And if they hadn't put this in print, you'd think I was making this up. Right. The speech reflected Biden's preparations for intense midterm campaigning built around hammering Republicans, as he tries to save Democrats in the House and Senate, and also to tee up a re-election campaign that for now is expected to be announced by next spring. With his approval rating as bad as the low 30s in some polls, and nearly every Democratic strategist warning that the political environment is dire, and many in the party still complaining that the White House political operation lacks enough planning or urgency, the president is short on other options. Because yes, everybody is clearly seeing that this administration is floundering, and the public opinion of Democrats is as far away as it's ever been from their goal of being positive. The Democrats are failing at every single place they can, and Republicans are looking to sweep across the board. So no wonder Joe Biden is desperate to hammer against the ultra-MAGA party. But it seems this is having a backfiring effect, as we could check out. Jack Posobiec's Twitter has renamed himself the ultra-MAGA Poso, and he has just been hammering this in about the ultra-MAGA party. Am I blocked by this person? Okay, no. Oh, that's hilarious. So everybody's just hammering this in. Ultra MAGA is actually a trend on Twitter, as we can dig in here if it's still up there. It might not be. It's, of course, there's some talk about Matt Gaetz, which is just hilarious. Tons of stuff happening. I guess it's not on. Oh, there it is. Right there. Ultra MAGA. So he said this earlier.
Let me remind you again. I reduced the federal deficit. All the talk about the deficit from my Republican friends, I love it. I've reduced it $350 billion in my first year in office. And we're on track to reduce it by the end of September by another $1.5 trillion, the largest drop ever. I don't want to hear Republicans talk about deficits and their ultra-MAGA agenda. I want to hear about fairness. I want to hear about decency. I want to hear about helping ordinary people.
You want to hear about fairness and you want to hear about decency. There is nothing fair nor decent about tearing apart a life that you admitted less than a decade ago was started at conception. Yet now you support the effort against the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and you support the codification of Roe v. Wade, which is in direct opposition of what you supported just a little over or around a decade ago in 2012. Are you serious? Benny Johnson says, is Ultra MAGA supposed to be a bad thing? Seagull Blink says, Ultra MAGA mounted up. Ultra MAGA, let's go. This is great. This is great. I think this is going to be what we start in 2022 and 2023. It's about time. I'm proud Ultra MAGA. In fact, I might have to make a song called Ultra MAGA. I'm Ultra MAGA. You should be too. I'm Ultra MAGA. Yeah, we back the blue. Something like that. I don't know. Random rhymes right there. Of course, we don't back the blue unilaterally, especially when they're oath breakers. But you guys get what we're saying here. Ultra MAGA might soon be the new rallying cry. Might soon be the new rallying cry. Welcome to Ultra MAGA with Trump leaning on the desk. That's beautiful. It really is. This Ultra MAGA agenda, this is backfiring. Literally every single thing Joe Biden is saying is backfiring so hilariously. I love to see it. I truly do. And I'm sure you guys love to see it as well. Big thank you to everybody who's tuned into the show today. I really appreciate it. I know YouTube was being buggy with the notifications and such, and we're working very hard with it, but I want to remind you guys once again, make sure you are subscribed to us over on Rumble. It's only a matter of time before YouTube completely nixes us from the platform, which will be a painful day, but a not surprising day. We've already had to abandon our old channel, and we may go back to it eventually, because it's 40,000 subscribers, and honestly, this channel's being hammered the exact same way the old one was, so I might as well make the most use of all my YouTube channels. But either way, the biggest way you can support me and my content going forward is subscribing to us over on Rumble. I just dropped the link in the chat, and also make sure you check us out. Just look at this. This is our Rumble feed here. Everything that is on YouTube is also on Rumble. So all of our shows, our music videos, the Chandler Brief, Crump Live, some of them totaling up as far as an hour on special days, all available over on Rumble. Never censored, always available, very few glitches, and the app works actually even better than the YouTube app because you can watch things in the background. Like you can turn off your phone and listen to it like a podcast. So definitely make sure you go over to rumble.com and search up my name, Chandler Crump, and watch any and all of my shows today. Also, make sure you guys follow me over on Getter and support all of our alt tech adventures, because we're just trying to get off this big tech mess. It's really crazy. So big thank you to everybody who supported me, and aside from all that, I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to spread the virus of intelligence. Peace.
Into the light.